Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I will provide you the introduction on web apps. We will discuss web apps in great details in our upcoming video. So let's start. Azure Web Apps provide a fully managed platform for building and hosting web applications, REST APIs and mobile backends. You can develop in your favorite language, be it .NET, .NET Core, Java, Node.js, PHP or Python. Application runs and scale with ease on both Windows and Linux based environments. Azure App Service, on the other hand, is a broader category that includes Azure apps as well as other app services offerings such as Azure Functions, Azure Logic Apps, and Azure API Management. App Service adds the power of Microsoft Azure to your application, including improved security, load balancing, auto scaling, and automated management. Additionally, you can take advantage of its DevOps capabilities, such as continuous deployment from Azure DevOps, GitHub, Docker Hub, and other sources, package management, staging environments, custom domains, and TLS SSL certificates. Why to use web apps? If the user having an on-premises setup of VM or using VM or Azure environment, in both the cases, he needs to set up the VM, do all the required configuration and install the prerequisites, manage all the periodic updates on VM to make it up to date. If on VM, an application is deployed in IIS or Apache, then user only needs to implement and manage the continuous integration and deployment setup. Need to manually scale up and scale down as and when required. Such type of setup is not a cost effective, as all needs to be managed and maintained manually. On the other hand, in case of web app, it is a PaaS service, hence no need to set up any infra. User can directly deploy with minimal changes in configuration. In this way, user can only spend efforts in building the application. All continuous integration and deployment can be configured easily with the various options using Azure DevOps. As all the infra is managed by the Microsoft, so scaling of application is easy and can be done by setting the rules as per the requirement. Due to all these advantages, it is a cost efficient as compared to VMs in on-premises or in Azure. Azure provides plans in app service which user can opt as per the requirement of application. This plan is related to hardware or infra required to host and manage the application. The app service plan is divided into three categories. First is shared compute, other is dedicated compute, and third is isolated. Shared compute is a base tier which is a free to use, but it's shared between the user. In this tier, it is allocated the CPU quotas to each app that runs on shared resource. Also, these resources cannot be scaled in or scaled out, not even manually. This tier is only to set up development and testing environment. Next type is dedicated compute. It provides dedicated Azure VMs to set up the application. The dedicated compute are having subcategories like basic, standard, premium, premium v2 and premium v3. We will discuss this in our next slide. These subcategories are based on computing power of VMs. In dedicated compute, user can get the facility of manual and auto scaling for hosted application. Third is isolated option. It contains subcategories like isolated and isolated v2. This tier provides dedicated VM. On top of that, it provides dedicated Azure Virtual Network as well. This tier also having the capabilities of scaling the infrastructure. Now next slide depicts the infra for shared compute. It contains free and shared option. Both provides 1 GB of RAM and 1 GB of storage. It provides CPU quotas. For F1 free, it is 60 CPU minutes per day, and for D1 shared, it provides 240 CPU minutes per day. Now next slide is for dedicated compute with basic service plan. It provides option for 1, 2 and 4 cores with RAM 1.75, 3.50 and 7 GB respectively. For all three options, the storage capacity is 10 GB each. The next is premium plan, where we have more options for core, RAM and storage. User can extend maximum till 32 cores with 256 GB RAM and 250 GB storage. Such type of plans are used to set up production environments. The last option is isolated. It provides isolated environment for application with extra capabilities. Here user can extend till 64 cores with 256 GB RAM and 1 TB of storage. This type of plan are used for heavy applications which require high level of security and higher number of cores to perform the operation. This was a basic introduction on Azure Web Apps. With this, we end our video here. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.